The pods of the bribri tree also attract nocturnal feeders. This is the tree porcupine. It's entirely herbivorous, but with a strong preference for this fruit, especially when slightly unripe. The tree porcupine is a rodent and very slow-moving, relying on its quills for protection. Where food is plentiful and the living is easy, life proceeds at a leisurely pace. As the floods recede after the first heavy rains, leaving isolated pools in the forest, frogs collect in large numbers in search of mates. Many of the species are adapted to living in trees, with expanded toes and suction pads for climbing. The caterpillars of the owl butterfly generally hatch together. They bite their way out of the eggs and then feed on the eggshells themselves. This first meal provides them with essential nutrients. Here, a batch is hatching normally, but there are many dangers for these creatures, even at the embryonic stage. These eggs have been attacked by parasitic wasps, which have pierced the shells and laid their own eggs to feed on the butterfly embryos. As many as 30 of these minute parasites may emerge from a single butterfly egg. The adult wasps are so small that they're able to cling to the butterfly's wings and then attack the eggs as they're being laid. The frogs that have found mates now prepare to lay and fertilize their eggs. The females carry the males on their backs throughout the mating. But before laying, the female must absorb sufficient water to produce the egg mass. This is also the time at which they are most vulnerable to predators. The four-eyed opossum, so named because of the markings above its eyes. It's attracted to the pools by the mating calls of the frogs. It's an omnivorous marsupial, and being a good climber and swimmer, a dangerous predator for frogs. Having eaten, it is meticulous about cleaning itself. But it must take care because it is itself potential prey. Left alone, the young Margot is still learning. The owl butterfly caterpillars feed incessantly and go through several stages of enlargement in the process, renewing their skins at each one. At this, their final stage as caterpillars, they may be as much as 11 centimeters in length. As soon as the female frog is able to produce her eggs, she fixes the sticky egg mass to a leaf where it's immediately fertilized by the male. Both these species of tree frog employ this technique and may repeat the process several times in a night. The eggs are always laid above a pool so that hatching tadpoles can drop directly into the water. As the owl butterfly caterpillar reaches the end of its growth, it painstakingly spins an adhesive pad of silk to which it will attach itself for the period of pupation. While suspended above the water during incubation, the frog's eggs are relatively safe from attack, but they are still vulnerable to specialist predators. This is the cat-eyed snake. When and if they do mature, the tadpoles must enter the water immediately. These tadpoles are jumping directly from the leaf.